Well, regarding the cell phones, when you do install an app, particularly any kind of banking or email, you oftentimes have to enter in your username and your password. And once you do that, it's important to log out. Most people, though, just close out the app. They don't log out. So all of that information that you typed, everything is stored. So literally, if I'm walking by your phone and I phone clone it, that's a totally different topic, obviously, but if I clone your phone, anything you've typed, I have access to now. And this is all very easy stuff. Anybody can Google how to phone clone and how to essentially hack somebody's phone. So ultimately, what you need to do and be aware of is whenever you install an app and you use it, it's important to log off that app, not just close your phone or turn it off. And whenever you're doing any kind of banking on your phone, which I don't recommend anybody do mobile banking on their phone personally, but what I recommend people do is if you must do mobile banking on your phone, you log off the actual app each time. You don't just close your phone or do some sort of task killer to close it. You actually log off.
Well, why don't you recommend people to do banking on their phone?
It comes down, realistically, to the safety. Do the risks outweigh the benefits? And if you really can't wait to do your banking until you get to a hardwired computer, Ethernet, DSL, even dial-up, if you really can't wait, then I guess you don't have much of a choice. But I advocate that you don't go on your phone because of all the risks associated with downloading apps, phone cloning, just to name a couple, obviously. So third-party apps, like Angry Birds, for example, they access your contact list, and they access your entire phone, your hard drive. And they warn you about that. The problem is most people don't look at that. So they just continue on downloading the app, and all of a sudden they have a lot of apps on there with a lot of people having access to their phone. So while you can get the occasional app from a bank that leads to identity theft, it's typically those third-party apps that will do it. Okay. Risks. You can't guarantee right now that if you have your cell phone on you, that somebody doesn't have access to it. I've never met an IT professional who could guarantee me that right now somebody isn't listening in on my phone. More importantly, though, listening in on my text messages or on my typing. Listening in as in recording it and sending it through a server. It's very easy to do. Like I said, you can Google how to do this stuff, unfortunately. What I recommend people do, number one, is if they're going to go to a Panera, a Starbucks, a McDonald's and use the free internet, number one, you must understand that essentially there's a law out there that states Panera, McDonald's, all public Wi-Fi has to be recorded. And the reason why is in the off chance that somebody goes in there and commits an internet or a cyber crime on that Wi-Fi, Panera, et cetera, could be held accountable for giving them that internet. So they record everything that's done on their Wi-Fi, understandably so. So likewise, that's step one. You're already being recorded from the business. Step two, if you know the business is recording it, like we just talked about, public Wi-Fi is very open. Anybody can be accessing what you're doing sitting right next to you. So what I tell people is if you're going to do that, number one, I would not, again, do any kind of finance, any kind of banking, any kind of hospital or medical records, things that you want to stay private. I would not do those until you're in the safety of your home, preferably Ethernet or plugged in, not relying on Wi-Fi. But the second thing is if you must, when you're done with that, what I recommend you do on your phone is you clear your browser. You clear all your internet properties on your phone because it's just like a computer. It's just like your regular laptop, desktop, or tablet. You can clear all your internet properties. And furthermore, I'd probably run a virus protection on that phone on average once a week. And the easiest way to do that, there's a lot of virus protection phone apps, and they're not real, they're not accurate, they're not good. So what you really want to do is plug your phone into your laptop or desktop and run your virus protection there through that. It's a risk. So what I recommend my students and people do when they come to me is delete all of your internet options every night and uninstall any apps that you're not using on a daily basis. And regarding downloading apps, I would only install ones that you're really comfortable with security-wise. If it's a third-party international app and it's free, I would be asking yourself, okay, is there a local one that's beholden to United States and state laws, obviously? Because an international app where you might get compromised, your data gets stolen, there's not a whole lot you can do about that. At least if it's a local, state, or national company that's creating an app, then at least there's a little bit of protection if your identity gets compromised or stolen.